what is it that China is attempting to accomplish, and why is it that it's so difficult to stand against what they're trying to do?
So the Chinese are very clear in what they're trying to do. By 2049, they're trying to surpass the United States of America as the sole superpower in the world. Now, this is not my assessment. This is not me collecting intelligence on the Chinese. This is literally what the Chinese have said themselves. Why does 2049 matter? That matters because that will be when they celebrate 100 years of communist rule in mainland China. And the way they believe they're going to do this is by perfecting and becoming the global leader in 10, 12 areas of technology and being able to project power. The Chinese are going to say, hey, we got screwed by Taiwan and Hong Kong and Macau and some of these places, and we're going to go take that back to right those wrongs, and we can say we did this and unified, in essence, the Middle Kingdom. Right. Yeah. So there is a cultural piece to solidifying that, but then their effort is to make sure that they become leaders in things like artificial intelligence, 5G, quantum computing, space, advanced optics, and why, everybody's talking about Huawei. And why does this matter? The global tech titans are American companies, because America had the best 4G network. Now, the next $1 trillion companies are going to be companies that leverage 5G infrastructure. Why does 5G matter? The real value of 5G is a thing called latency. And latency, as you know, I do something on my phone, I make a command on my phone, this goes to the cloud, and then you get a response back. Yeah. The time it takes for that handshake to happen is going to, in 5G, is going to take 10 nanoseconds. Why does 10 nanoseconds matter? We make decisions in 8 nanoseconds. So now you're going to have the entire power of the internet in real time.
Yeah.
What is that going to be able to allow us to do? I don't know. I have some ideas, right? The Chinese know this. So they said, hey, whoever masters 5G is going to master all these other entities. And then when you have the infrastructure, the 5G infrastructure, this is when artificial intelligence becomes interesting, right? And so then what do you need in artificial intelligence? You need data to train the algorithms. The Chinese don't care about privacy. They don't care about civil liberties. So they have as much data as they want. Guess what? Why did the OPM hack happen from a number of years ago? And the fact that people still know what OPM is because the Chinese stole 24 million records of American working for the government. So now you have the Chinese go into Hong Kong, a financial center in the world, right? If that data wasn't moved, now the Chinese have access to all that data, right? All of these were the steps in order to be the world superpower in what? 20, you're good with math, and what, how many, 29 years?
29 years. Yeah. Let me ask you this question. Well, just because you mentioned 5G and how important 5G is. And, I've been reading some things on various social media sites about 5G causing brain cancer or other sorts of weird things. Is that, what are your thoughts on that?
All the reviews and environmental, impact statements, this stuff has been reviewed, and it doesn't have a side effect. There was this rumor that 5G was causing COVID, right? 5G is a safe, usable technology, and it's going to be the future. And the problem is there's a first mover advantage. And,
sure.
And not only do you need the infrastructure, because wherever the infrastructure is built, that is where all the entrepreneurs and people that are building things to work on 5G are going to go to test their systems. It's such a foundational technology for so many things of the future. It's coming, and we're in a race. And in my opinion, we're losing that race. We're behind.
Mine too.
We can catch up, but it's going to take a Herculean effort to do it.
And so for the people that aren't really involved in these issues, the idea of the first mover advantage basically says whoever's there first is going to have a huge advantage. And with AI and computing, I think that's that's there's like jet fuel poured on that, because you know there's this idea of the singularity. There's this idea that once, so for instance, once a machine was able to beat a human in chess, they will always be able to beat a human in chess for the rest of history. It's the same thing with things like self-driving cars. Once you reach a certain point, like a machine that can build a machine, you have such a massive advantage over everybody else that it's really, really important not to get too far behind.